Well, personally, I'm trying to soak up as much of the summer as I can. And if you are right there with me, there is a fun way to take in the city that you might want to check out in a unique way. Well, conductor Ethan Yazzie Mintz joins us on the Coco set today, the Coco Kitchen. How are you, Ethan? Good to see you.
Thank you for having us here. Appreciate being here.
My mom is going to love this. I mean, before we get into the Denver Trolley, there's a lot of history on the tracks around town, right?
Yes, and buried under the streets of Denver, hundreds of miles of tracks. That's where trolleys ran in the 1800s up until June 3rd, 1950, when the trolley system shut down. Underneath, you sometimes see it where there's construction. You see there's treasures and there's stories buried with those tracks, and we're trying to uplift that and bring.
Oh my goodness, how neat would it be to hear all those stories that we had no idea about? Now that takes me to the Denver Trolley because we want information about this. Tell us more about it. And really, you mentioned some of the history to it, but it's back?
Yes, well, it started in the 1980s with a group of rail enthusiasts who wanted to save some track in Denver and some stations. They got together and they brought a trolley bodied from Australia via Iowa. Got that running since it started in 1989, and since then we've been running every season except for a couple of pandemic years through our regular riverfront season along the on South Platte River, and then also for every Broncos home game.
Oh my goodness, how fun is this, everyone? Now, where do you start, and what will we see on one of those rides?
All right, well, we start in Confluence Park, which is right behind REI. That's where really Denver got started. That's the history of Denver starts there. We go south along the tracks. You see the aquarium, the Children's Museum at Marsco campus. Along a side, we have Ball Arena on the other side of the river. We get past up to the Empower Field at Mile High, Meow Wolf, up through Old Colfax, where there's a whole other history of Denver, and then we come back. Beautiful sights of the skyline, that growing skyline, and the Gold Dome of the state capitol, as well as we come back the other way.
Why not do something like this? Okay, my next question, when do you operate, and how can people get tickets to get a ride?
We started end of May, and we are Thursdays through Mondays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We expect we'll be operating through August 12th. Every 5 days a week. People can get tickets either online at denvertrolley.org, or they can get tickets on, if they come to Confluence Park, we have our ticket tent there. So I would just say, just check our website, because we are dependent on the weather.
Of course,
rainy or even too hot. We're getting into that where you'll get the experience of the breezer, but it does get very hot out there.
I can imagine. Oh my gosh, and it's going to be like over 100 tomorrow. We got to be ready for that. But regardless, we all want to take a ride on that trolley. denvertrolley.org is that website. How long is the ride from start to finish?
Ride is 25 minutes. So up and round trip, we go every half hour starting at 10 a.m. The last ride at 5 p.m. from Confluence Park.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Now, it sounds like a lot of people to keep something like this going. It takes a lot of people. So can you tell me how volunteers make all of this possible too? Because that's another big part of it.
Oh yeah, and we always say we're powered by volunteers. Volunteers from the beginning have been the ones to drive this, to keep it going, to keep the trolley rolling. In the last several years, we've also added seasonal staff to help support the volunteers and keep that trolley rolling. We love having volunteers, some with rail backgrounds, some just with an interest. I just had an interest. I grew up in New York City, in Brooklyn, New York, and loved riding the subways, always wanted to be a conductor and a driver, and I get my chance here. So we can train you, coach them up, and have a great time.
So you're one of the conductors that people may be able to ride with.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
Many of us out there, yes.
Yeah, and Ethan will tell you all the history and what you're riding on top of. Now, what do you hope people take away from these rides, Ethan? Like, what's that overall message here?
What we really want is for people to understand that and have this chance to see really an active, experiential, sensory journey of what it was like to ride the trolleys in Denver, to feel the breezes through the sides of the trolley, to hear the sound of the trolley on the tracks, to feel that and to experience that, not just to read about it or see pictures, but to really feel that. And also understand that trolleys and rail in Denver have always been connectors. They've connected people, they've connected neighborhoods, they've connected communities. And now I really think the trolley is a connector between Denver's past rail history, the present, and really the growing future of rail in Denver.
Absolutely it is, and a really unique opportunity to check out that part of Denver. So thank you so much, Ethan, for being with us today. We can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
My mom and my dad are going to love doing that. So
can't wait to see them.
We'll be taking them for sure. Okay, everyone, take in the sights of the city this summer on the Denver Trolley. How fun. They offer rides Thursdays through Mondays, now through August. For tickets and more info, just go to denvertrolley.org.